Hi again, mechanic from Venomous Ducks. Today we're going to talk about the R2 loader. The R2 loader is relatively new to the die lineup, and for those that have never used one, it has some benefits that will sell you every time. With the R2 loader, it's pretty much the same as the R1, except it has me dropping it. It has a lever on the back that you can raise it and go from 200 paintballs to 260 paintballs. Now, for those of you that are playing on a budget, you hate nothing more than dumping your paintballs into the hopper and spilling half of them on the ground. This will completely eliminate that problem. This has a speed feed in the top. You can also lift the lid. It can be changed from a solid plastic lid to the speed feed relatively easily with the push of the button right there. All you have to do is reload it with your spring, get it snap back into place, which it's not going to cooperate with me right now, and you're set to go again. There. Like any loader, you have to make sure your lid snaps shut. To disassemble the R2, when they're brand new, trust me, it can be a little maddening because everything, just like the i5, is a little stiff. On the back, you have the lever. You push it one side to lift up to 260 balls. You go the other way, which would be to your right, and you open the lid. Relatively simple. The next part you have to remove is the plastic lens. There's two steps to this. In the back of the hopper, you have a red lever. You lift that red lever up. You have two red buttons there. You push those forward, push down, and push forward. And then you have two black tabs in here that you have to push down and lift up, and you spill your R2 all over the place. The inside of the R2 is relatively the same as the R1. The gearing's the same. The mechanism's the same. It all comes out. It's all relatively easy to clean. Some of the features on the R2. It has an alarm to tell you when you're getting low on paintballs. After approximately 110 shots, your R2 will beep at you 2 times. After 160 shots, it will beep at you 3 times. This, if you're playing speedball, is a tremendous advantage. You know when you're running low on paintballs, time to dump another pod in. For those of us that play woods ball and like to be a little more tactical, that beeping sound can and will give away your position. That can be a little frustrating. However, Dye has thought of a way around this. To remove the entire battery pack mechanism, you flip your red levers completely around, and your whole mechanism comes out. On the back side of the mechanism, right, where to go? There they are. You have 2 little dip switches. They're very small. If you turn dip switch number 1 in the on position and number 2 in the off position, that will shut the beeping sound off. If you turn both of them off, it will also shut off the light that tells you that your pod's on, or your hopper's on. There is a reset button, so that every time you reload, if you want to keep the alarm on there, you hit the reset button, which is this little silver button right here. That will reset your alarm. Where was I going with it? Oh, your tension for your hopper can be adjusted, your spring tension, with this screw right here. I think it's a 1/8 inch Allen head screw. I recommend leaving it at factory settings. If your balls are so out of round that you have to force them through like that, you're taking a chance on breaking other paintballs in your hopper, and then you have to take it completely apart to clean the mess. I played with my R2 just last weekend. I had no ball breaks. Everything functioned perfectly. Reassembling, Very simple. You just go backwards of everything you just did. Once you get the hang of it, it only takes 2 or 3 minutes to get this thing apart, clean it up, and then put it back together again. As you can plainly see, the mechanism between the R2 and the R1, virtually the same. You can always do the test with the reverse function to make sure you have a clear ball jam. Once you get your mechanism in there, you replace your plastic lens. It snaps right into place. Reset your tabs. And like I said, when they're new, they can be a little bit maddening to get snapped into place. Just like this one is. Then you push your tab, your red tab in the back down. You just reinstall your lid, which can be sometimes a little bit of a hassle to get it all lined up. But the benefits are worth it to have the extended ball capacity. While we're here, we're also going to talk about the LTR. This is the first time I've opened the LTR box. I had to borrow this from somebody. Please keep in mind, Dye does not supply me with this stuff. I have to buy it. I have a teammate that graciously allowed me to use their LTR. I took it out of the box. If you're on a budget, this is also an excellent hopper. Much the same, lid flies open. To take it completely apart, you have a black tab on the back that's covered up by the lid. You pull that tab up. You push the black button on the back. You take your lid off. You take your tray out. 2 tabs here. You flip to the side and you can pull your mechanism out. The battery pack on this is screwed in. So if you want to take your battery pack out or you busted a ball that bad in there where you have to, you do have a single screw in there to take out to remove your battery pack. As you can see, the mechanisms on the inside of the LTR and the R2 virtually the same. Goes together just as easily as it came apart. Test it with your reversing. All snaps back into place. Put your lid back on. Push your lock down. You're ready to play paintball. Hope you guys have a great time playing paintball. Play with honor, integrity, and for the love of the game.